Hey, what's up, guys? It's Team Awesomeness here, and today I'm gonna be going through the new Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. So, first off, we see these weird purpley devices that these evil robber guys got. They're all like lasery and stuff like that. My guess is they didn't make them, they got them from some other source, possibly the Tinkerer that's been hinted at being in this movie, so. Maybe they got them from the Tinkerer, maybe not. And then we also see that Spider-Man shows up to take them down. And something that I think is really cool is obviously their masks. It's really funny. And then some people have been saying, "Oh, they stole this idea from DC when in one of the DC films, they have Batman robbers, people who have like really bad masks of Batman, which I think is obviously really fake because, as you can see here, they actually got this idea from some Marvel comics. So, ha. And then we get to see a little bit of, Peter's love life and this girl he's interested in. But what I'm interested in is the girl next to him. Right here, she's got blonde hair, black headband, very similar to Gwen Stacy. So what I think is Gwen Stacy, I do believe that's Gwen Stacy, and I think she's going to be in this movie, but I don't think she's going to be a big character, and I don't think they're going to make her like a big love interest for Peter. I just think she's kind of going to be a character that's there. They're not really going to make a big deal of her, but she's, they're just like saying, "Hey, she's here," And that's what I think they're going to end up doing with Gwen Stacy. So, yeah. And then we get this awesome scene of Tony Stark talking to Peter, which I think is awesome. I love when he's like, if you want to be an Avenger, don't do what I would do. And he's like, but don't do what I wouldn't do. He's like, there's this little gray area. I love that. That was hilarious. He's like, this little gray area, that's where you operate. And Peter's just like, okay, yeah. And I thought that was hilarious. It was one of the best parts of the trailer. It was just so funny. And then it gets even funnier when, Peter's like, oh, he's leaning in for a hug, but really he's opening the door for him, and Tony's like, yep, nope, not a hug, just opening the door for you, and it's really awkward, and Peter's just like, oh, okay. It's pretty funny. I love that. That was pretty good. There's also some pretty cool stuff that they have like in the background of this trailer. As you can see here in a mural in Peter's school, there's Tony Stark's dad, Howard Stark, on the mural, which is pretty cool. And then a little bit later in Peter's classroom, you can see one of the great scientists that's up on the wall. You see Bruce Banner right here, which I thought was pretty cool. So seeing a couple things like that was pretty cool in the trailer. And then we get to see some even cooler stuff. We get to see some Star Wars references. We see an AT-AT, or if you call it an AT-AT, I don't really care, but AT-AT, AT-AT, it's there, and it's pretty cool. And then you see the front, just the front of an X-Wing, which is pretty cool. And then probably my favorite little Star Wars snippet that's in there is also probably the most obvious, is the Lego Death Star. It's a huge Lego set, and you see it's dropped by Peter's friend. When he finds out, he's like, oh, you're the spider dude. That was awesome when he dropped that. But yeah, that's what he dropped. It was a Lego Death Star, which was really cool. So, yeah. And then the trailer starts to get a little bit darker as we see some awesome shots of the Vulture with these two shots I'm showing you. They're pretty cool. I especially love this face one. Then something else that you most likely did not see. If you look at Peter's shirt, it is the exact same shirt that Pepper Potts is wearing in Iron Man, which I think is very interesting. There's a whole lot of things that could be for. One, it could just happen to be Peter has the same type of shirt, or Tony could have given him the shirt after, say, the Civil War, the events of Civil War. But there are lots of reasons, and it's kind of cool that they are wearing the same shirt there. So that's something that you don't really expect to see, and I doubt a lot of you saw that, but that was pretty cool. So, yeah. Here we see Spider-Man with his web wings, just like we saw in the teaser. But what really interested me about this kind of scene is this guy right here who puts the gun up, and it seems like he's going to shoot at Spider-Man. And since he's going to shoot at Spider-Man, I'm wondering why. I have a couple theories on this. I think it could be either, one, just because he's on the Washington Monument. It could be simply that, like, hey, nobody should be on the Washington Monument. It could be just simply that. Or it could be something deeper, where kind of like how people thought that Spider-Man was a menace, It could be them trying to take him down. Or it could be that they think he did something that he didn't actually do. There's a number of possibilities, but that just kind of interests me, and I thought that, like, nobody else had brought that up, so I felt that needed to be brought up. So, we'll see. Then we get this guy with the weird, like, glove gauntlet gun type thing. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's blue energy, not purple, but I still think it could be from where those robbers got their stuff. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how he's going to play out, but, we'll see. The trailer starts getting really dark as we see the Vulture being very menacing here, and then Michael Keaton as the Vulture here on the bus threatening Peter and being like, I will, kill all your loved ones and stuff like that. And it's really kind of scary, kind of creepy. And I thought that was kind of cool. And then we just see Spider-Man getting beat up. But that's not the interesting part about it. The interesting part about him getting beat up is the fact that he is in his old costume. He's not in the costume that Tony Stark gave to him. He's in his old one. So what I think is going to happen is this is going to be before the events of Captain America Civil War. They're going to have some stuff pre-Captain America Civil War, and it's going to be a lot based around this fight because he's not wearing his Civil War uniform during this, and I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. So we'll see what happens there. And then we see here, which is really cool, is the Vulture firing like a big purple laser thing, which I think is connected to the purple laser things at the beginning of the trailer. And you also see that there's a big purple laser coming out of the boat here, which Spider-Man holds together here, which is an awesome shot. This is awesome. This is my favorite part of the whole trailer. You see him pulling a huge freighter boat, and he's like pulling it together and holding it, and that is just so cool. That was one of the coolest parts of the trailers, guys, and I just think it is awesome. So I saw this Instagram post comparing this photo of Captain America holding the big helicopter to the platform, and it was comparing it to Spider-Man holding together this big boat. And, they were like, I knew I saw this before. But I was like, you know what? This is awesome. But they didn't have a good comparison. Because it shows how much stronger Spider-Man is than Captain America, which I love, because people today think, oh, Captain America is super strong, and they underestimate Spider-Man, which is one of the things that really bothers me with Spider-Man being my favorite superhero. And this just really shows, hey, Spider-Man, he is strong. He's powerful. He's got a lot. I mean, he's got it. And I love this part of the trailer, and I can be like, hey, Captain America struggled holding a helicopter. This guy is holding a huge boat together. Like, I thought that was so cool. I just love the shot of Spidey holding the boat. It's amazing. And I love this trailer, you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.